Hi, this is Kevin, and we're going to talk about how to start your own business. This is episode 3, and this one is going to be on corporate structures or sole proprietorship. Okay, so for part 3, we're going to talk about 3 things mainly. Are you going to be a sole proprietor? Are you going to have a subchapter S corporation, or are you going to have an LLC? And you're probably not going to have a chapter C, because it's for large corporations, which you're probably not going to be starting out. And we're not going to talk about not-for-profit structure, because you're probably not going to be that either. So we're going to focus on subchapter S. That's what I have both of my companies at, subchapter S. I know some other people who have LLCs, and I know of one sole proprietor. But I got some notes on my computer here, and I'm going to read them to you so you can figure out what to set yourself up as. Okay, and so we'll start with LLC. LLC is basically you're not personally on the hook for business liabilities, okay? And that's what you want not to be. And it's the same thing with an S corporation, okay? S corporation, you're not personally on the hook for business liabilities. So this is why you want to set yourself up as a corporation, because you don't want to be sued personally. Put your house and cars, whatever, put your personal assets up to be sued. So if you do your business under a corporation structure, you can't be sued personally, which is great. So the LLC, it's basically unlimited owners, and it's not really set up like board of directors and for president, vice president, and all this. An S corp is set up like it has a board of directors. Of course, if you're the only person on there, you're the president. Really, it all just comes down to you. The owners of an S corp, which is probably be you, give yourself 100%, and that's how much stock you own in the company, 100%. Where you don't really set up common stock with an LLC, although it's only in terms of description, really. I'm 100% owner, I know that, and that's really where it ends. On an LLC, you're taxed once or twice a year, okay? And on an S corp, you're only taxed once. At the end of the year, you either pay taxes or you don't, because what happens is on a subchapter S is all of your earnings or losses just get recorded on your personal tax return. So that's a really easy way to do it. If your spouse makes $100,000 a year and you lost $20,000 in your business, then the $20,000 comes off the 100. Okay, if your spouse makes $100,000 a year and then you make a profit of $100,000 a year, then you're putting $200,000 on your personal tax return. Anyway, it's just a really easy way to go. You can also set up your LLC to have an election. Elect to go with the subchapter S taxation. So anyway, I don't know what that's all about. I'm not an LLC, but I can tell you that I know that at the end of the year, you just put your profits on whatever you profit you made from your business goes on your goes on your personal tax return, and whatever you paid yourself out of your business goes on your personal tax return. Okay, so it's just a very easy way to do it. I know you will not pay taxes throughout the year. It's the end of the year. One time you're either going to put it on with your personal, or you're going to have a loss on your personal. Now, I know one lawn company guy who is pretty popular on YouTube, and I was watching one of his videos, and he was under an LLC structure for 5 years. And then he went to subchapter S. And he said that, man, I never knew this, and he paid a lot of money in taxes set up as an LLC. Now he's a subchapter S, and it works out a lot better. So basically, if you're a small mom and pops like we are, you're an employee, your spouse is an employee, maybe one of your kids is an employee, whatever. You're a small subchapter, you're a small company, subchapter S is the way to go, because you cannot be sued liably. Okay, you're not liable. you're not personally on the hook for business liabilities, let's put it that way. Now, if you decide you're going to be a sole proprietorship, that's better if you want a quick setup, although it's not that hard. There's no paperwork to start, and it's one owner max, okay, with a sole proprietor. Problem with sole proprietor is you are personally on the hook for business liabilities. So if somebody sues you, they can sue your personal stuff. Why would you want to set yourself up to get sued personally for a business problem? Okay, it's not hard to set yourself up under corporate structure. Okay, so again, you got your sole proprietorship, you got a nonprofit, you got a C Corp, which is mainly, it's recognized internationally, it's for large corporations. Again, you're not personally liable, but a C Corp is probably not how you're going to start out. Okay, you got the S Corp, which that's what I am, S Corp, always been S Corp, and or you can be LLC. So you really, it's kind of confusing, and you can get on the internet, you can Google it up for yourself, and you can do all the due diligence that you want. But I can tell you personally, Subchapter S is really a great way to go for us. We're just a small mom and pop starting out, and we either have a loss at the end of the year or we have a profit, and then you put whatever you pay yourself on your income tax and you're done. It's easy. It's only going to cost you anywhere from $150 to $300 a year to file. They do make you have a once a year update your officers, okay, which is basically me and my home address. So that costs me another $150 a year every year, just to update my address, whether I need it or not, update my officers, whether I need it or not. So you do have to do that. But I sleep at night. I'm not going to be sued personally. And really, that's what I recommend is Subchapter S. But you should get on the internet, you, your spouse, whoever, and find out, get at peace with whatever you think is best for you. And you might want to hire an accountant, or at least go in and have a sit down with an accountant and ask them, you know, what they would recommend to. Okay, so there you have it. You need to figure out what you're going to be, sole proprietor or one of the corps. Get that set up, and you'll be on your way. And we're going to have more videos coming out. I got a lot of stuff to cover. I got equipment purchasing, pricing, financing, advertising, ethics, your niche in the market. A lot more videos coming. So if you like this, hit the like button, and you can subscribe, and we'll have a lot more coming out for you.